Why? 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 Welcome back. Okay, another day. All right, last episode you saw that we welded the piece in, get it all in place so we can put in a floor. So now the next job is going to be putting in the floor. Yes, that's right. So got an interesting little issue here. Not sure how I'm going to fix that. Probably square it off, weld a piece into place there. And then I'll have what's left would be this interesting shape here with that. It's a support beam or support piece for the body right there. So that can't go anywhere. But then there's these two channels right here that I'm going to have to bend to if I'm going to weld straight to that piece. That's going to be entertaining. Yeah, I'm not sure about that yet. So we're thinking about that and we'll have to decide. Next job today will be putting in seam sealer along this seam and all along in here and on the back side as well. Got to get that done. The piece I need to make this panel, to make this floor piece, because I had to do so many variations of my bend, I ran out of stock. So I don't have enough stock. What this piece here is 10 by 8, roughly, about right there is 8. 10 by 8 will fit this piece right here in the fender well. Maybe better shown by coming under here. Ow, bumped my head, bang. Okay, so that piece will go in here. So I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with this nightmare. There's 3 panels all merged together here. One of them I think is on the outside here. I can cut it off. But there's screws in here. You can see all kinds of crazy. There's just some crazy going on here. So that all needs to be sorted out. And I don't have my gloves on, so I'm probably going to cut myself. So I got to be careful not to cut myself. I'm jacking around with that. Stop touching it. Stop touching it. All right, done. Okay, so that's going to be 10. Gotta be able enough to bend on this side. I wonder if that's enough. Where's my ruler? There it is. Let's get a ruler and see what we got going on here. Let's see. So we've got 9.5. 9.5 from the edge to that edge. 9.5. And it creeps down here to probably 10, but I gotta bend that back up. So it stays 9.5. I gotta bend this piece right here back up to here, and then that will make that 9.5 across there. So 9.5 will work. This is, again, roughly 8.5 wide and 10 on the button. 10 inches. So that's that piece. So basically, well, let's think about it over here. All right, so this is going to be, we'll bend this half down about 1/2 inch, and then that will go along this edge here, and we'll reattach those pieces somehow. You can see the 3 pieces, 3 skins that make up that panel. I was describing that on my blog. It's a lot of pieces of metal. There's actually 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's all right there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Why? 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 All right, so that's what that's going to be all about when we start doing that. Okay, so seam sealer time. We'll spend the rest of the video doing seam sealer. If I've got enough seam sealer, I'm sure I do. Here's 1 tube. 1 tube. I thought I had 2 tubes. Don't have 2 tubes? Spiders out the gang. I thought I had 2. What'd you guys do with my other tube? gotta blame somebody. It can't be me. I wonder if I left it in the back. Oh, look, new tool. New toy. Woohoo! The evil German dude had an extra parts washer that he never used. And he says, hey, come get it. So I did. And now I have it. And I'm going to use it to clean parts at some point in the future. It's going to go over there. And it's on wheels because the evil German dude welded it up. So that's encouraging. Let's look in the back and see if it's in the back here, that extra tube. I'm going to guess I used it. I don't see it. We're going to get some more. That's what we're going to do. All right, let's see how much we've got. Let's go see, where do I put that? Over there. Let's get this and see if I've got enough in this one to get anything accomplished. Let's get that done. So it's mostly full. So we'll start on that. Okay, gloves and stands and all kinds of stuff. Hold on. Okay, it's gonna be a whole lot of smearing here going on. Clean the spider webs off first. It's that time of year. The spiders think it's okay to be in here doing their thing. Glocky, clickety clock. Squeeze. Come on. Squeeze. Here it is. Yes, that is gross. But it all needs to be covered. I swear I wouldn't do this, but it's really not much option. Bleh. Okay. All right, let's smear some of this into place while we are here. Start the smearing. Let the smearing begin. It's going to get a special blob all for itself. Trying to work it in a little bit. Trying to tease it into position. Actually too close for me to look at with my glasses the way they're wired. Now this is going to be panel here, so I'm going to save this for, not going to put a whole lot along here because there is a seam that goes along here. This short little piece right here goes up and makes into this big piece of panel. So I'm going to save that for now because somehow that will all have to be done together. So I'm going to put a little bit more on this corner here. Because I don't want any water coming up under there. Working that in there. Working it in. Working it in. All right. Okay. Okay. New glove, and I'll switch to the inside. Okay, inside time. All right, if I had any way to push this stuff into this seam with pressure, like hydraulic pressure or some kind of pressure, I'd be doing it, I promise. And this will probably all bake out when I start welding this piece because it'll get too hot and then it will be a problem. But we got to start somewhere. All right, got our bead on there. Let's get that. Well, see, that's the chunk from the goose when it was all. It's all glommed up in the tube. It wouldn't come out. So that was that big chunk of that. Okay, that's insufficient. We'll need to put more on there. More. Let's glom some more on there. This corner needs to be seriously handled here. I'm being serious about that corner because I really don't want water squirting up through there, causing more rust. Really don't. I really don't. Just trying to mash it into the corner. Mash it into the hole. If I could watch the other side and watch it squirt out, I'd be happier, but I can't. And this may just annoy this piece enough that it holds the water inside so it rests inside again. Yay! I'll be dead before I care about that again. Very gloopy. Yes, that's a word. No, it's not. You know what? I'm probably paint over that too. Just like I did up here. Because I'm a psychopath. That way. Alright. Glommed and glooped, as they would say. I'll be grinding this off right here because that'll be a weld at some point. So yeah, good job. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, that was very well done, you can tell. I got enough in that corner. Don't feel like it. Let's squirt some more in there. Why not? It's going somewhere because I'm pushing on it and it's disappearing. So I'm getting that in that corner. I'm sure of it. Okay, we'll call that good because I will be putting another, because once the welds are in place, I'll put another one in there too. I'll put more seam sealer. There will be more seam sealer in there. You can trust me on that. Okay, I'm moderately happy with that for the most part of where it's at kind of today and like where it's at. So yeah, awesome. Okay, so we've investigated. Oh no, don't touch that without gloves on, you crazy person. Started touching the deal. It's covered with sticky and I took off my gloves already, so I gotta be a lot more careful or put on another set of gloves to clean that up. which is probably what I will do. Because I need a glove over the top of that. Let me set that aside so I can... Ah! Dang it. Dang it. Awesome. Where did I take my gloves off again? Super smart.
I am the smartest man alive!
Great. Well, at least I didn't get it on my Bridge Creek basketball t-shirt. Let's get that glove out of there. Sneak that glove out of the folder. Okay, so we've got this. Let's try to save some. Did it again. You're a dumbass today. Aha! All right, let's stick this. The only way really to do this would be to take the black tip off and to clean it out. It's really not an option for that, really. I'm gonna try to press some of this out. Oh, I'm getting it on me. Awesome. Second glove, because I'm a dumbass. Hold on. Trying to clean this up, be dainty about it, and it's just not working out. So I'm gonna try to get as much of this out of this, like squeezing a pimple or something. Get as much out of this tube as I can so it won't dry in there and cause me a nightmare later. And we'll reform it. And then we'll grab the old. So I have the old one, but that's not going to work. Okay, so I got it covered. I'll try to preserve this as much as possible. Next weekend we'll be using it again, so there's really not a whole lot I have to do any further on that. So it will be fine. I'm sure it will be sticky enough to not get the air to it. I won't be in that situation for very long, hopefully. All right, here we go. Okay, where to get 22 gauge, 20 gauge, whatever that is, 22 gauge steel again. I need another sheet. I got that from Chickasaw Industrial, where I buy my gas. So I might just run down there and see if they've got another piece of scrap instead of buying a whole sheet from L&M in Oklahoma City. That'll be one less trip. And they only sell it by the sheet, so it's like, I just need some scraps. I guess I could check, see if they've got scraps. Who knows? Yeah, I could call them. I'll call them because they're just down the road from work. I can stop by on the way home. We're at lunch. That's what I could do. Short video this week, so that's gonna be it. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. The next week, we will be doing either the wheel well, the 8x10 piece that you saw, or we will be doing something crazy like building a jig and bending the steel on the sheet I need to match the two structural pieces on the floor in there already. Or I'll be banging those flat. Not sure yet. I need to think about it. And then I'll do it. And you'll get to see it. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Like and subscribe. And we'll see you next week. Oh, that stuff smells great.